sodding stone.
You can't come to Denham without visiting the Earl's estate.
Huh.
You're mad.
The Earl is away, and most of the King's patrol has been drawn to some sort of trouble in the market. Our employer just wants us to plant some embarrassing papers under the cover of a burglary. It will be assumed they were here all along. Unless you think you're not up to my challenge.
Don't challenge me, Marjoline.
Kept anything else to yourself? Like what the papers are? Or who hired us?
I think that they are payments, suggesting mistresses. And you know as well as I that we do not need to know the players.
We let nobles decide who to blame. We are just the enablers of the game.
That's it. Now we split to divide the gold, find a fun way in, and put the papers where they can be found but are not obvious. In the bedroom, nice and personal. Don't keep me waiting.
Ciao.
Tonight is not about shadows. We want some chaos to hide our true purpose.
Could we do that without leaving a trail right to us?
Always want a clear path to run, hey boy?
I call it caution. Personally. Fight your way in and cause chaos so leaving the papers will not be noticed. I think I remember these papers. It's been a while since I've heard Leliana's tale. Let's just see what happens. Earl's estate. What? What's here? Come on. Quarter. Lovely. Creatures. A golem. Oh. No one would sell a golem for any price. Spending times. Yep. Yeah, well, that one went down really easily, so get your money's worth. I remember, like so many of Marjoline's little surprises, I was more excited than afraid. The Earl's estate was the typical posturing of a fortress in peacetime. Its ramparts meant to appease nobility, not defend soldiers. It may have been a fearsome long before, but at that moment it was just another prize I longed to humble for Marjoline. I would come to learn that in the Earl's absence, the estate had been left in far more troubling hands. Ominous. Very ominous.
Ready for...
Oh, hi. Elite soldier.
Guys, they're on us!
Bring down his armor. You bring down their temperature. Give it to him. Abari? Nope. Hey, get away from my mage. You must be doing better. Sign of a good mage that they attract a bunch of threat.
That one seemed better trained to you.
Fancy your uniform, too. Soldiers on loan to the Arl?
More reason to dump them out of sight or something.
Hang on, I'm tangled in my own wires. Hang on. There we go. Don't mind me, I am listening. Yeah, they got a new codex there. Quest related. The Hard Line. I remember. The soldiers called their group the Hard Line, and it was not unearned. They were freeholders sworn to one Harwin Raleigh, a noble who had distinguished himself during the Orlais-Foredon conflict, but they ended this war in disgrace, and their patron was even denied the return of his title and land. I knew nothing of this at the time. I would come to regret it later. Soldier's body. Okay. Yeah, good idea. And this dog? He'll be fine there. Dogs die on the street all the time, right? Out of sight. I know where out of sight is, actually. There's a nice, obvious kind of drainage thing here, which I've always kind of wondered the purpose of. Oh, is that just the way I came in? That's not hiding my path at all. It's drawing attention to it, if anything. Ugh, come on. Sewer entrance. Yeah, nothing to be found there. Okay, we'll find a spot for it. I'm sure Tug is happy. carrying around that body in this pack like, I don't know, some twisted parody of Dexter. I bet Miami's beautiful this time of year. Freshly tilled soil. Handy. Oh, shit. Hey. Oh dear.
Right.
Sketch. You're it. Come on. Better try and shatter at least one of them. But maybe not gonna be able to bring it off. Maybe attack him. Sketch, step back. You're probably getting the threat now.
Mercy! Let's make this last.
Oh. Ow. I'll learn that one day. Come on, Leliana. It's almost down. Go. Don't get too far close there. Grip heal would not go amiss at the moment. Or wouldn't.
No mercy!
Herbalism. Nah. Gonna hang on to my lowering potions right now. Just wait for it to recharge. Here we go. But these guys are elite.
Yes!
Proper challenge now.
Really?
We have more bodies. Climb up to the window. Wait, was this pathway back here when I was Nathan?
There's our way in. We can reach the window in that nook.
Tight fit for Tug.
Yeah, your mother said as much.
I like these guys. Freshly tilled soil, though.
There, we could dump the soldiers in the dirt.
I don't see you offering your back to the cause.
I think that's a good idea. I just want to see all our options.
The door is too obvious. It will be barred, even if they expect nothing.
Bet hinges hold better than their guards.
Their guards are pretty sturdy. Well, now, Leliana.
A good place to stash something, if you like digging.
Let's stash him. 10 hours later.
That will keep them out of sight. Happy, Sketch?
Appeased.
You ever tried burying a body? It takes ages. I'm just gonna let that comment hang in the air. Alright, in we go. It looks like I leveled up and now I get to enjoy this cutscene in an entirely strange animation. A burglary was nothing I couldn't handle, no matter the noble. Especially if he's away, but these elite guards are kind of strange. Well, I suppose an Earl would always leave their estate guarded even when they're gone.
Right. Let's find more soldiers and make a nice mess before we plant the papers.
Love it when you talk like that. You too, Sketch.
These guys are brightening my night. Okay, cunning up, and your dexterity at 1 as well. Okay, as for thievery, coercion. Yeah, it sounds like something Leliana would have. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. As for this, once again, okay, no, that's good. Okay, I'm going to get crippling shot then instead, with the aim of building to critical shot, because it looks like we are leveling up a few times here. As for you, get that up, this up, and get your strength up again. And this, poison making, invaluable to a warrior. We learned that lesson a long time ago. Perfect striking, this, shield wall. Shield wall's pretty nice, but whilst you're... 32 strength gives you assault, and that gives you shield. Shield mastery, 26 dexterity. Honestly, that's what I want, I reckon. Blanket bonus to a bunch of abilities is ideal. Hang on. Just in my mouth sensitivity a little bit. Gonna take a bit getting used to it, but then I can maybe at least make some precision, clicking movements. This injury. I swear to God, one day I'll get over it and I will never not appreciate having full control over my limbs ever again. Herbalism, tactics, combat tactics. You don't have any spells which require that kind of charge up. I think we're alright. So there's no options under herbalism anyway. Balls to it, you're a handy looking guy. Let's get you to... No, that's trap making, not trap disarming. Balls... that. Fine. Whatever. Life ward. God, I completely forgot about life ward. But no, we're building up Stone Fist and that's going to come in very handy now. Okay, let's see. The map. Now, I remember... Oh, yes. From Riordan, right there. I believe that was a barred door. Back in the day.
Do Fereldans condone torture? Or is this allowed because the Earl is away?
Doesn't say much for whoever was left in charge.
Arl Denerim. Well...
Gentlemen...
Do you know what? Wasn't this our Urian's estate? Or something? Before Howe took over Highever, and then the Battle of Ostagar, wasn't this... Didn't this place belong to somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I talking out my arse? Careful aim now. Nope. That.
Enough for everyone!
That was close. Okay. Just shatter him.
Let's make this last.
And Tug, if you do the honours. There you go, shatter him in the groin.
Good to go!
Sounds pretty painful. In a nice mess though.
Watch out!
Uh-oh. Kick him in the balls. It's a move that should never be done by a lady. And by lady I don't mean woman, I mean like, you know, like a formal person.
It's done.
Aha. Beautiful. Another masterwork leather piece.
Help yourselves. It's supposed to be a burglary after all.
Absolutely, it would look suspicious if we didn't.
Oh my God, please rest it on. I heard something in the sun. You know what people speaking out of turn.
What the hell's going on here? There's some strange slapping there. I'll have to investigate that in a second once these guys are all dead. But not...
My
Thick
time.
doors make every
Yes.
room a surprise.
Hey, get him. Do that. Do that, because there's no reason not to. Get him. Worth a go. 5. Okay, good. Our path is clear.
I'll learn you twice.
Trying to get a good angle through this doorway. I like that laugh, Leliana. Set of keys. Nice. I definitely prefer, you know, the nice, good-hearted Leliana, but I don't know. There's a certain playfulness there, which is quite attractive. I can imagine her telling this story to Nathan, like, years later. Or whatever, you know, months later. And Nathan just laughing, just saying, yeah, you would have been hot.
Mm-hmm.
Marjoline?
Come, Commander. Let's see your little dragon.
What the?
Why is she... What's she doing in here? Did she let herself be seen? That slap I just heard as I passed this room here, possibly related to the Elven Origins quest, but I'm uncertain. I think I will either see or we will not see. I don't know what it was though. Marjoline, what are you doing here?
More soldiers!
Elite my arse.
That's by a mage. Better nip that in the bud. Mage mercenary. Shatter him. Then everybody else needs to wake up. Oh god, there's another mage. By sheer coincidence, I managed to get them. You know, that was lucky. I almost avoided no magical damage. I almost avoided all magical damage whatsoever. It wasn't for frickin' Sketch setting me on fire. Manuscript copy. The title is Antivan or maybe Navarran. Sellable, but not uniquely noteworthy. North Ward. Let's see. Strength, mental resistance. I don't think that's good for me. Whoops.
Right.
I have documents. Did I get a codex entry for that? Book seems like a kind of superfluous. Well. War journal.
A war journal with no war?
A lot of bitterness still around.
What's this? I remember, had my younger self cared, I'd have seen that early in the war journal the Hardline were highly praised, but after their patron's land was lost, they were censured by King Marek directly for brutal treatment of prisoners, their patron being Harwin Raleigh, whose latest request to forcibly retrieve his territory had been denied. But those were distant problems.
This is pushing it, though.
Not mine to worry about, indeed.
Good sodding, Mort.
Hi. Bollocks. Nobody said I was a lady. What do the French call the balls? In the balls. In les balls. The balls. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Ah, this is fun. What is in there? Master bedroom. So Marjoline, help me. There. What's out here?
Where did she go?
Marjoline will find us when she's had her fun. Always does.
Totally not jealous, guys. Don't mind me.
The master bedroom. We can plant the papers in the desk.
Why is the master bedroom the...
This Commander Raleigh sounds like a beast.
Maybe he's the target we're embarrassing.
Master Raleigh. I remember. The personal journal of Commander Raleigh was a horrible insight. He boasted of cruelty far beyond the public accounting. He pined for an excuse to attack Orlais to take back his lost land. It was easy to imagine how clinging to such hatred would poison a man. But I could not know how this stranger's private war would collide with my love for Marjoline. Interesting. Oh, bollocks. What kind of bard am I?
These are Orlesian seals.
Be quick, pretty thing. We are wearing out our welcome.
Why are these papers Orlesian, Marjoline?
Marjoline, these seals are Orlesian military. This is not some embarrassment of nobility.
Who am I to say what upsets this lot?
You seem to know them pretty well from what I saw.
That will do, Leliana. We have to get moving.
I don't like this.
Leliana, later. Move.
Alright. I'm all with explanations and shit though. Being a bard had always been about fun. I wasn't ready for the risk Marjoline was taking and I didn't have time to read that. I'll read it in editing. When it won't matter anymore.